Alright, Monday morning. Kind of tired of messing around with this container. It's cost me 2 weeks of my schedule. Got 1 week till I'm supposed to have all of my trucks moved off of the old property and everything moved out and over here. I don't think that's going to happen realistically now because this has cost me 2 weeks. It's not like that was an eviction date or anything. It's just when we were trying to be out. And we're still trying to make it happen pretty quick, but like I said, I'm tired of screwing with the container, so I've got Jamie out here today. I'm going to take that load of gravel off of Bullfrog, dump it right here in the area that I need to travel to get to where the other container needs to go. After I dump this load, Jamie's going to go get another load, so we got weight back on the dump truck. And we're going to take Homer, and we're going to take the Bullfrog. I'm going to lift that up, put a log under it, lay some fresh gravel out up to the spot where it's going. I'm going to chain both trucks to that container. Jamie's going to drive the Bullfrog, which she's got experience with, and I'm going to drive. Homer will be kind of picking up on the front of the container while both trucks are dragging it, and we're just going to go for broke. But first, I'm going to do a little prep work. Kind of a different perspective on the property. I just came up here and I'm standing on the tractor because I sent Jamie after her first load of gravel by herself. There's one of my storage containers. I sent Jamie out for her first load of gravel by herself. And trust me, I'm not a slave driving this one. She likes to drive these old trucks. I told her last night that I was getting real tired of yanking and pulling on the storage container and trying to move it, and I know I could eventually get it there, but we're already 2 weeks behind on our schedule because that container that you can barely see back there is in the wrong spot. It needs to be over there with the other one. I told her that I thought if we hooked the Bullfrog dump truck and the Homer tow truck onto that container and kind of prepped the area we'd be driving on a little bit, that those old boys would yank it. And she said, let's do it. I love that girl. She's awesome. But this kind of gives you a different perspective on the property. See, the front is all pasture up here. And then in the back, where the river is and the stream is, it turns into woods. It's really cool. The roads need a little more work. They've been taking some abuse, but yeah, see how green the pasture's turning? And Jamie came out here the other day with a bag of seed and spread it all over the place, so that'll help. So it'll have some good grass when he comes out here. I'm gonna probably paint that side of that container green, and it's not level right now. I still have to level it out, but probably paint it green. Yeah, like that color green, or that color green, or that color green, or maybe all three greens. We'll see. Anyway, she should be rolling up any minute now. I think I hear my dump truck coming. Yeah, there's Jamie. Coming in with her first solo run to the Rock Quarry and load of rock. She's an awesome woman. Awesome. She likes those air brakes too. There she is. First load all by herself. Nobody riding with her. Jumped in the dump truck, drove it to the Rock Quarry, and got herself a load of gravel. That's a pretty good sized load too. He filled her up. Well, Larry might have been testing her out a little bit. Well, apparently she handled her business. That's my girl. She likes that old dump truck Bullfrog. She likes that horn too. Alright, let's go see her. How was that?
Awesome.
You're smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah? How do you run?
awesome.
Cool.
Didn't hesitate or...
Larry gave you a pretty good sized load there, I noticed. He might have been testing you out a little bit, honey.
Well, when I rolled in, everybody's working up in the Flintstone pit, and I was all, whoop, whoop. He came down, he's all...
Right on. They probably don't get a whole lot of that.
I found my way, didn't make one wrong turn, had no problems coming down the hill.
Good girl. You're awesome.
So let's go get some more.
Well, let's get that container moved, huh?
All right.
All right.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna pop some wheelies too.
I hope not.
Put that log under there again. He's digging in. You did good, honey. Good job. Look how far we got. Huh? Well, I'll pick him up. More logs under him. Huh? Well, yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah, it's way over there. Yay!
That's my girl. And those are my boys. Yeah, I'll put the logs back under it. We'll just do the same thing. You did perfect. Perfect.
I need to try to pull a wheelie.
Did I?
No.
That was good. Look how far we came. Look, we've been 30 feet from the road. That's good. Well, okay, he's fine. Why don't you go shut the camera off while I re-rig?
Okay. That was fun.
Little teamwork going on out here at the new Classic Truck Ranch. Trucks working together, Jamie and I working together, Pumpkin helping out. Anyway, we made some good progress on that last drag, but it came off its rollers and dug into the ground. So I took Pumpkin, smoothed everything back out again, and now I'm going to pick the container back up, put a log underneath again. This time I may go a little slower. Jamie had to go, so I'm on my own again. But she helped me get it a long ways. Got to give that girl some props. She'll be back. I'm just doing what I can while she's gone. So I'm going to pick it back up, put some logs under it, and I may try just yanking it with the bullfrog. We'll see what I can get done. And you guys, by the way, are inside the other shipping container, which is identical to that one, and which is where this one needs to go. Let me get that picked up real quick. back on the logs. I'm going to try something a little different right now. I've got it choked up a little tighter to the bullfrog. See if that'll pick some of that weight up off the front and keep it from diving into the gravel. But like I said, I'm not an expert shipping container mover, so just got to do what you got to do. Bully's not real happy about that, but I am. Good old truck. I think I can jockey it now with my wrecker. Feel a little bad about abusing my dump truck like that. And I will say one thing, I don't habla Espanol real well, but I know that that one is the one that gave me the trouble, and that one didn't. Anyway, hope my dump truck's okay. I did just put him through a workout. Jamie just got back. That worked out pretty good. I'm real proud of that old dump truck. I look forward to fixing him up someday. Shoot, that might be far enough. I'll pull it over to the side with my wrecker. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Well, the weatherman was right. It did start raining yesterday, but I did have enough time to spread that load of gravel that was on the back of Bullfrog to give him ballast as he was pulling the shipping container. And I'll go over the rest of this too now that I've got those big old heavy containers in here. And the good news today is that, yeah, I tore my roads up a little bit, but I've got a good base. But anyways, the good news is there's not a shipping container sitting there anymore. Because my girl and my old buddies helped me, and we teamed up yesterday and got it over there, finally, where it belongs. And trust me, that is a very good thing. I know it's not straight, but that's why I'm out here today. Boy, it really got soupy out here too, I'm telling you right now. If I had not got that moved yesterday, with the help of my girl and my 2 buddies, actually 3 of my buddies, that buddy over there helped too, that thing would not be sitting right there right now. There's no way I could have moved this stuff. But what I can do, I think, regardless of whether or not it's soupy out, is get it. Oh yeah, it's really soupy out here. Yep. There is no way I would have got that moved today. But it is moved. They're both where they need to be. This one over here, oh, I forgot to bring that scratch pad because I was going to take this off the one that was stuck in the road, because I'm trying to be family friendly, and that can't be on there. And it's not that shipping container's fault that it took me a week to move it. It didn't take me a week. 5 days. Yeah, 5 days, but 5 days I didn't really have extra right now. These are going to be really neat. I've got plans to use these to fill about 4 of our needs. But the first step is to use that guy over there. Him. That's a circus tent right there. I might use that for something. Anyway, that guy right there is okay. A little worried about him. Probably pushed him a little hard, making him go for that end run with the container behind him last night, but he did good. Today, that guy right there, this guy can pull it, this guy can pick it up, so this guy's going to step in today. We're going to give Bully a break. Great job, guy, and still running and driving good enough to go get some more rock and help us fix these roads back up. But Homer's going to pick this up today. My plan for today is, I was going to take the day off. I was so tired from wrestling with that thing for 5 days. But the plan for today is to get these containers lined up straight, square to each other, and level. And that's what I'm going to do. And I just realized I forgot to bring my level with me. Well, we're going to get them pretty darn level. I got a trick I can use. But we will get them squared up to each other. If I have to raise one up on one end a little later, I can do that with jacks. So I'll be back after I get set up. Well, I don't really have time, plus it could start pouring any minute again. But I don't have time to switch to my brush hog, especially since I'm still going to need to use my scraper blade out here. So I'm just going to take Pumpkin and do the best I can to mow down those bushes that are over there in the direction I need to slide that storage container over to. Actually pick up and slide with Homer. But before I do that, I thought I'd just take a minute and take the bucket and the scraper blade and kind of plow into there and clear up a little extra room. I can trim it up later, but it'll make it easier to work. I think that'll be enough to get my tow truck in there and drag that thing over like I need to. It's kind of neat every time you clear a little spot out here, or start to clear a little spot out, you can see, like, this is a really cool tree. It needs to be trimmed up a little bit, and I'll do that later with chainsaw, but right now, got to get the shipping container moved over. But yeah, it's like they're always uncovering little surprises. I've kind of gotten used to using Homer to drag them around a little bit. This one over here's gotten about where I think it needs to go, but what I'm going to do is take my tape measure and measure from end to end to make sure we're square this way, and then I'll probably have to go to the other end of it up there and drag it forward a little bit. But once they're square, I can start leveling them off, and as you can see, there will be quite a bit of room in between them, as you can see. See? So I'll be back. I'm gonna give you guys a break. You look tired. And it's cold and wet. So I measured the distance between my two containers, and at this end it's right at 22 feet. And I think that's a pretty good distance to have in between them. Don't really want to get that container over there closer to the tree. And I would like to bring the other end of the container on the right over this way, because it's at about 30 feet. So I got to drag it about 5-6 feet this way, and I realize that's going to make this end come over a little bit on this one, but you just kind of got to jockey them around so you get them square. As soon as I get this one pulled over so that I have the same distance between them, I'll pull that one forward until they're square with each other, and then I'll level them all up. Might have to pull that one forward a little bit. Actually, I think they're pretty close to square. But you know what they say. Measure twice, move storage containers once. So this end did come over a little. I'm kind of good for 22 feet 6 inches though. You would believe me if I told you. 22 feet, 4.5 inches. Yeah. We could go about an inch back that way. Or an inch that way. Odd as it may seem, I think they're squared off right now. I know it doesn't look that way from where you're at. Probably looks like they're going in, but that's just because they're so long. There is an 1.5 inch difference. An 1.5 inch narrower on the other end than it is on this. But I think the ends are in the right spot. But like I said, measure twice, move containers once. I only need to move the ones, well actually I need to move that one right there, 1.5 inches at the other end. And I have to put blocks under it, so I figure when I pick it up, I'll just move it over 1.5 inches, and those guys are square. Obviously one's higher than the other. Basically I'm just going to be picking up the ends of them straight up. This one I'll move over 1.5 inches and put my blocks underneath them, getting them level. They'll be ready to put stuff in, and we'll start putting stuff in them. Container battles over done as far as I'm concerned. You will see me build something really cool out of these, but as far as getting them on the property and getting them where they need to go, a lot of work, but it's done. And I think that'll probably be one of the harder things that I have to do out here. I don't have any trucks to move that are that heavy. Oh boy. Well, when I got finished leveling the one container last night that we're going to use to put all the house stuff in, I figured I'd get that one leveled. Since we're driving out here every day, might as well bring a load of stuff from the house, because while I've been out here working with the shipping containers and stuff, Jamie's been packing up boxes full of our stuff from the house. So that's all set to load up. Now I got to level the second one out today. But when I was leaving last night, I took the battery out of Bullfrog and the battery out of Homer out and took them home with me, because I was just going to give them a full charge. They just seem to run better like that. Plus I'm doing a lot of starting and stopping with them out here, so I like to keep their batteries charged. I realized I forgot to take them out of the back of the truck last night, so I was kind of bummed out. I was like, well, I can't go out to the property and not get anything done. But then I thought, well, I need to go over these roads right now anyway, because there's some divots and stuff. I mean, they've taken a lot of abuse over the last 5 days. And I thought now, since it's sunny and not raining, would be a good time to just kind of scrape everything smooth again and identify my areas that I need to put more rock in, like that over there or this spot right here. I know where they're at, trust me. I've been getting experience as to where my bad spots are. But we're going to bring in some more gravel. I thought while I'm using pumpkin to run around here and just tidy up a bit, wouldn't it be nice if I could charge my batteries? And then I got to come back home and get the batteries. But then I remembered I transferred all the stuff we've been keeping out of here, including my little generator, to that storage box that I'm going to use for a temporary shop last night. So I just brought the batteries back out with me, hooked them up to my handy dandy generator, and brought my battery charger with me, so those batteries can be in there charging while I'm straightening up the roads. Charge too. Drawing 40 amps, I'd say it needed a charge. But anyways, so I'll just get out here and clean up all these roads today, because I'm gonna stay up late tonight and upload this container video so we can overcome this huge obstacle that got in our way and move forward and move on. And I want to thank all my viewers for watching, all the new subscribers and the just awesome comments, motivation, tips. The tips have been just priceless. Seriously, helped a lot. That container wouldn't be sitting where it's sitting for my viewer tips and some other stuff that's happening around here, including you guys being able to watch while I work when it's raining without drowning. And you know, extra wood on the back of, I had to use his wood yesterday, but a guy told me put extra wood for weight on the back of my blade, and that really helps. Tips with the brush hog, tips with all the trucks. You know, guys telling me to put a load of gravel on the Bullfrog and he'll pull a house. Well, that was right. Need a little help, but he did the lion's share of the dragging on that. Jamie and I are going to have, you know, it's not going to be real easy this winter, but we're going to be happy, and we've got our eye on the big picture, and we're just thankful to God for this land, for the opportunity to even work out here and enjoy it, and all the awesome wildlife we've seen, and the just birds that I've never seen anywhere else, and beavers and deer, and we are totally thankful. Well, I got my battery charged up for Homer, got my parking lot smoothed out a lot. I went all the way up to the road and smoothed out this part in between the containers and everything. I was looking at old Bullfrog. Oh, his bed's not down straight. Huh, I'll have to fix that. He's got a little thing that catches sometimes if the truck's moving when you put the bed down. It doesn't let it go down straight. I'll take care of that. I'm charging up a battery for him next. But right now I'm going to take Homer, and I got one container left to level out. This one's all leveled up. This one's got to be leveled and brought to the same height as this one. what I noticed on this end, and I did it over here already, is that the blocks need to go up in that little notch right there, because the ground's a little higher over here. And then the other ones I just adjust by shoveling the required amount of gravel underneath them. But I'm going to pick up this end first, get those blocks in there, get the second set in. I found that if you just do what Homer wants you to do as far as picking up these containers, no problem. He's got it. It was a slow learning curve for me, but I think I have figured out how to use that tow truck without abusing it. Although I will not apologize for the wheelies, and I've received some comments. What the heck is that? I've received some comments about how I was abusing poor old Homer, but a lot of people don't understand. I had to get him moved over 5 feet right then, and or 10 feet, whatever it was, but I don't regret it. I'm sorry to Homer for putting him through that, but it was fun, despite the divot that I got on my head from hitting the roof. And we won't do any more of that to Homer, but I think it is kind of cool that we caught him in the act of being the beast that he is. So we'll be nice to him now. Anyway, I get this other end lifted up and get that leveled out. That's more better. I realize I'll have to adjust them a little bit, but visually and according to the walk test, they're pretty level, and I know they're squared off. So done messing with containers for now, except putting stuff in them.